Hey guys, Papier is back, and today I want to make a video on how to become a superhuman. And yeah, actually yesterday I had the idea to write a book about this, how to become a superhuman. And yeah, it's quite funny because actually I just want to find out what to do in a day, how to live for the best personal growth, something like that, guys. I wanted to find out that for myself, but I noticed that I had to, yeah, still do a lot of research into what I actually want to do, and yeah, it's might also be a bit vague because yeah, of course my fitness body is my highest priority this year. I think it's also the most important, but then again I don't want to be this like gym cell who doesn't do any other type of personal development. So that's also the reason I think for me, like I said before, yoga is more important than fitness, even because you feel better in your body and you also get flexible and mobility, so you feel good in your body instead of being a pumped up guy that doesn't really feel good to just have a lot of muscles. Don't want to be that guy. And yeah, I also like creativity and expression, so I play the trumpet. But I want to build on this a little bit further, guys. And yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I kind of want to become the superhuman. You know, that's like people like they're and then yeah. First, I asked ChatGPT what other activities I can include in my day to, yeah, for my own personal development. So then he just gave me a lot of lot of suggestions. And he also made parts, like the first part is the physical condition. So he said I should, yeah, every day go for a walk. And yeah, sometimes I'm doing this. Yeah, sometimes the weather is cold and I don't really feel like it, but I think it's a good thing because of the, yeah, it also gives you fresh air and an opportunity to yeah, order your mind, so get your head straight, and you also feel like a little bit more connected to the real world instead of you just being at your place and in the gym. I noticed a lot of people are also walking too, even though it's cold. Yesterday I went for a long walk. I thought it was actually sunny, but yeah, it wasn't that sunny, so, but I went for a long walk anyway. And the next thing is progressive overload, and yeah, I'm already doing that, guys. I'm just trying to get stronger in my deadlifts and in my what's it called, bench press. Yeah, I think for all the muscle groups, I just try to progressive overload, guys, because I know that's the way to create strength. And then, yeah, he's talking about flexibility and mobility. And yeah, he said I'm doing great with the yoga and and also with capoeira. And then, yeah, he also suggested something like animal form or animal flow. He even suggested that if I want to become superhuman, maybe to challenge myself, I could take part in a Spartan race. I think, yeah, he really had some cool ideas how to develop yourself, and I think that's yeah, I asked what the Spartan race entails, and so it's quite cool, guys. You can Google yourself maybe. Then yeah, at the moment I don't think about this, but I think I'm already already busy with this physical condition quite good. And the last thing is sleep optimization. Yeah, I think that's a topic I studied. That's actually a topic I studied a long time ago, and I already have this curtains that are completely blocking the light, and I have my bed with memory foam, and yeah, I did a lot of things. Also, before I also have these nose plasters on my nose because yeah, then I teach myself to breathe nasally while I sleep, and I don't use them anymore. But yeah, I feel like I already done a lot about this sleep optimization. I don't no longer need to think about it, but maybe there's some things. There's always things to learn, guys. So don't skip ahead on any of those points. And so yeah, the second thing is mental sharpness. Then he said, okay, you're doing great with the Duolingo, but you can also try to listen to podcasts, movies, and yeah, conversations where people are talking the language that you want to learn. And make a list of books you want to read. He said, yeah, that's also a thing. I started that's the biggest thing that I have to improve according to ChatGPT if I want to become a superhuman. I think it's also logical. I think the best way to build a better knowledge and create mental sharpness is by reading books, actually. But then you get a question which books you want to read then. But that's for another. That's for the next topic. I will come back to it later. Yeah, I was also talking about deep work sessions. That just means that you focus for a longer time on a challenging task. But for me, that's like, okay, that's smart. But yeah, for me, I just want to know which task then. And yeah, he also said to write a diary and reflect on your project. But yeah, I think that I was also already doing with YouTube. Like I think YouTube is my daily diary. I also feel like I'm talking to myself. I kind of like talking to the camera because I feel like I'm not as good socially with other people. But I kind of love talking to the camera, guys. And yeah, then he talked about spiritual development. And yeah, this this thing is also kind of vague because I also feel like, is it really worth it? Because I don't know. I know about meditation. Maybe it can be a good thing, you know. Also because yeah, I feel like doing meditation, your mind gets really active because you actively doing nothing, and then you might get yeah, good ideas of I know visualization techniques, for example, is also really a good thing because the mind is quite powerful, guys. So I think if you develop yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, you will build the best superhuman ever. So yeah, then he's also talking about the connection to nature. I think for me that's also really important. So I think if I in my village, I also love to walk in the forest. And he is also talking about Shinrin Yoku or something like that. I don't know, it's a Japanese term. I'm not familiar with it. So I think just research this later. And then it talks about gratitude, guys. I think that's also an important topic of spiritual development. Is actually, I think that's also why people are religious a lot of the times, because there's a lot of gratitude. Yeah, I think gratitude is so important because this will will give you a fulfilling life, even when it sounds boring and mundane, but because you are so grateful. I know that, for example, there are some religious people in the concentration camps, and they still feel thankful and still feel there's a kind of happiness that they can drain out of this just by being thankful that they are alive and just connecting to their spiritual God within themselves or something like this, guys. It's really fascinating. Yeah, then certain kind of religions like Stoicism, Buddhism, and zingeving, I don't know how to say that in English, guys. It's called making sense of reality. I also feel like I'm also doing this a lot by watching Leo. He talked yesterday. I watched the video about post-modernism. And it's really interesting. It's also, it's kind of related with this. Leo knows so much about it, so most of the time when I want to learn something, I just listen to one of Leo's videos. And then he's talking about creativity and expression. And then he's giving me ways to improve my trumpet. Like I have to do improvisation, and improvisation on the trumpet is quite difficult for me. But I think maybe I should also teach myself to play without reading the notes, because normally I play with reading the notes, and I think it's smart to also train yourself to just play just from the head. And then he's talking about writing. He wants me to write a book. And that was also my intention. But I feel like I'm not smart enough for that yet. But maybe, anybody can write. I know how to write. But I feel like, first I should reach a certain level to be able to write a good book about this. And then you say I can also get new creative hobbies like painting or photography or something visual to give my creativity another dimension. I think really, ChatGPT have good ideas. And then the fifth part is a digital detox. So now I need to make parts in the day where I'm without the screen. I think that's also important for me, because I'm still behind the screen too much, I feel like. And then he's talking about breathing techniques, and the last point is minimalism. And I feel like there's also something I can learn, because especially when I look at my desktop already, there's like I think everybody have that pictograms all over the place, you know. And I think I've been just a little bit of mess, like my it's just, I think it's also what I'm used to. I think some people, they just are like that, but of course for the mind it's better if you just make if you put this principle of minimalism and all through your house. But I think it's really hard to do, because I think people also have so much stuff. But it's a great topic. It's also something you can do in your free time. Just clean up everything and order it again and things like that. Yeah. So then what are the fundament of the superhuman is having amazing physical condition and power, have good mental sharpness, knowledge and skills, and then have social influence and impact on your environment, guys. So that's what I'm trying to do with this project. And ChatGPT also recommended me some books that I could start reading to increase my neuroplasticity, and also about social influence. And I feel like, yeah, that's a great idea, man. So yeah, thank you, ChatGPT.